it's Ashley. Thank you for stopping by and welcome to Trinity Stamps Warm and Cozy Holiday Release Video Hop. If you have not had a chance to check out everything from this new release, I will have a link in my description to check out the store. It's an amazing release. So for this card today, I'm going to be using the Winter Burrow stamp set and coordinating die set. This stamp set is actually an add-on to some other stamp sets that Trinity Stamps already has, and that would be the Mouse House, Bunny Burrow, and Shoe Sprites stamp set. For this card today, I'm going to only be using the stamps included in the Winter Burrow stamp set, so you can get an idea of what you can do with just that stamp set. So what I'm doing now is creating a kind of a purpley wash background with this liquid watercolor. I'm going to let that dry, and now I'm going to start coloring in all my little die cuts. So this tree is from the Winter Burrow stamp set. I'm starting by doing a light color of everything, then I'm going in with my darkest shade just on those little edges of the tree in all three layers, and then going to my medium, blending that out, and then I'll come back in with my lightest shade and blend the rest of that out. And I'm going to do that for all three layers. I like to start out with one coating, if you will call that, of the lightest, just to kind of get the paper wet, and it seems like it blends better for me. So I went ahead and colored everything that I wanted to be purple in, and these are all of the stamped images that I will be using for this card. So the rest of these images I will be coloring in this icy gray shade, and this marker that I'm using is a tri-blend marker, so it has a light, medium, and a dark of the same shade range. So they're all icy gray shades, and for the purple they were all purple shades, not lavender, not dusty purple, just purple. So now I'm coming in with the medium. I wanted to see if I wanted to go all the way dark with it, and I decided I wanted to, so now I'm going back in with the deepest shade, and then I'm going to blend that out. So if you ever have a problem with blending, maybe you have a darker shade and a lighter shade, but not really good medium shade, if you just keep going over that darker shade kind of right on the edge of that with your lighter one, you should be able to blend that out. You just got to keep on going, and you should be able to get the look that you're going for. And I should mention, I'm using a Bristol smooth paper for both the watercoloring that I did and these stamped images. I'm also using the Ink on 3 Blackout Detail ink, which is great for watercoloring. It's great for alcohol markers. So I like using that when I'm not sure what medium I'm going to use, because I know it'll cover all of them. So now I'm going in with my water-based Sparkle brush pen. So the watercolor background die is from the Slimline Frame and Fold die set, along with these two pieces that are to be like snow. I cut the top border on both of these using the Slimline Scenic Border die set. I used the one that looks like a hill. I will be using this Slimline Winter Hues paper pad for my card base. It's a little bit of a different shade of purple, but it really works well when you see the final product. So I'm starting to lay down my snow pieces, and then you will see on the next clip that the bottom right hand corner I had done it wrong. I had done it upside down. It should be flipped, which I will do in a moment, but I'm just telling you in case you notice that. So I'm starting to add all of my pieces down, and I want to stamp out my sentiment before I get too far. And the sentiment that I'm using is Bunny, It's Cold Outside, and I am using a quick dry dye ink for that, and then I'm using that same purpley ink to make some snowflakes. And then next I am putting down my little mouse snowman, and then I'm going to put a little bit of snow on the top of my tree. I love how detailed this stamp set is. I mean, there's just like little things like that that turn a regular scene into a little winter wonderland or a Christmas day. So this little snow bunny is going to be a little elf, and so I put the hat on, I put a little scarf on her, And then I am going to be putting a little cup of hot cocoa or hot toddy, whatever you want it to be, on her little arm. I love how all the little pieces work perfectly with all the critters. So next I'm using these embellishments. They are the wintry white rhinestones, and I kind of have an idea of where I want to put them, so I like to just take my glue and kind of blot it out, and then I can just add in the rhinestones on those spots. That technique just works out better for me. And that little tray is the Trinity Tidy Tray. It works perfectly for putting your embellishments in, and then you can just dump it back into your jar. So here is the final card. Next, I will show you some examples of other cards that I made using this stamp set. So this card is very similar to the card that we just created, but in a blue hue with a little hedgehog holding an acorn and a Santa hat. This next card is a slimline Winter Wonderland card. I used stamps from the Winter Burrow, the Bunny Burrow, and the Mouse House stamp set to create that card. And this last card is a fun little cheesy Christmas card using the mice from the Mouse House stamp set. I also used the new snowfall stencil and some white paste to create the background. Be sure to click on the next video link in my description below. It'll be the first thing in the description to continue on the hop. Now remember, this hop, you have a chance to win a gift card for the Trinity Stamps store, but you need to make sure you watch every video on the hop to be entered to win. Thank you for watching and have a great day.